Angela Irene. Thank you so much for being here on Our Budget Life. If you're new here, our channel is all about budgeting and what we're doing to stay on track and what happens when the wheels fall off, kind of like May, but we'll go there in a moment, literally. And and if you are returning, thank you so much for spending time with us and hanging out. We'll talk about what happened in May. We'll go over June. We'll see what's going on with the 100 envelope challenge, if we're going to be able to add anything else to that. And this time around for June, we have our cash envelopes. We have our sinking funds, our savings challenges, $4,390, which is our usual, and just the life update. So let's go ahead and let's unpack our cash envelopes to see what happened in May. Before we move on to June, we're going to unpack May, find out what in our cash envelopes we have left. Same categories. We've got grocery, gas, health, pet needs, miscellaneous, and eating out. All right. Well, after this, we'll talk about what all happened in May. Some lovely stuff. But look, I'm very excited about that. And all of this money will go into our savings challenges because pretty much that's all, the savings we're going to be able to do right now. And we'll talk about that. Did you see I had a 10 in gas? I probably should have put it in the car because I'm pretty empty. But we'll take it. I take that as a win because I keep thinking we're going to end up having to increase that one. So, we'll take it. We will take it. How did everybody do for June? Are you adjusting your budget at all? Are you staying where you were? Did May affect you at all on, what you're thinking about doing for June? And remember, gang, like we said, we're going to keep it real. Our channel is what it is. Our budget is what it is. The life challenges, they are what they are. We're not going to sugarcoat it. This is what happens, when things go good, bad, or ugly. Sometimes months are great. Sometimes they're not. But all you can do is just start again and just not give up. So that's what we're doing. We're hanging in there. 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 90, 292. Wow. That is the best we've had in a really, really long time. All of this will end up in our savings challenges. We'll do that towards the end of the video. That's exciting. That really is exciting. And we'll go ahead and we're going to fill these out first. But first, I want to talk to you about the budget and what happened. And we're going to see this new little thing called car loan. Oh, dear. I do have my notes. Let me grab them because we did have to make quite a few little changes. So let me refer to those when we go through this. I'm going to have this floating around somewhere, a little closer up shot so you can see. Our budget always starts with $4,390. My husband is a salaried employee. He gets paid once a month. For our household, that is $1,270. And that has changed because of this car loan. We had a catastrophic issue with the vehicle, and unfortunately we did not have enough cash to buy one outright, so we do have a car loan. It is a 4-year car loan. We're going to do everything we can to get rid of that because we're still working on the 5K loan. We still have 4 payments left of that, and eventually the car loan will get taken over by the 5K loan, so we'll get to actually pay more on the loan. And then I will get to put these back a little bit because I am picking and choosing from my categories how to make up for this $230. So for repairs, it was at 100. So now we're going to make it 50, and we're going to hope like crazy nothing breaks. So the household bills are going to be $1,270. These are our bills. and I have called the cable company. It was $300. I told them what was going on, and because we've been with them like 10 years, they gave us a 3-month $25 credit. And she said that she could only do the 3 months, but if I called again after the 3 months, they may be able to give us like some kind of anniversary month or something like that. So we're going to work on that. But for now, I'm going to save $25 on cable. Streaming, I'm kind of locked in to 2 of them, but one of them we got rid of. So that dropped from 25 down to 15. The auto maintenance, that was 100. We dropped it down to 80. We can't do too much with that because we've got to take care of the cars. That's as long, how they've lasted as long as they have. The trailer we've dropped down from 50 to 40. And then obviously the 2 loans. So now this is going to be 1,255. So for our main part of our bills, we have 2525. So that brings this total down to 1865. Our cash envelopes are not going to change too much other than eating out. We have to give somewhere. I have 60. I've dropped it down to 20 because I know darn well when we get gas, we're going to get Slurpees. If you can't have anything else going on, at least our Slurpee fix can be taken care of. So this is 1,285. So we're going to carry over on our budget $580 for our sinking funds. These are the little events coming up that we know are, we have to plan for. This is stuff that, we have to do. So this is not changing at all other than the fact that we had to add a birthday. We're adding a son-in-law. So this is now 470. So that brings us down to 110. And we are going to keep going on the 52-week challenge. This month is $110. So that is going to wipe us out. So in essence, we are not going to add anything this month or probably the next 4 months to the 100 envelope challenge. So we are a zero-based budget. Every dollar has a job. That's everybody's job on this month for June. So we will spend our $4,390, and that is how we got to where we are. All right, let's go ahead and pull the cash, and let's start our cash envelopes and get those stuffed. And to save time, not keep everybody too long, I went ahead and pulled the cash for the cash envelopes, since I went over the budget a whole bunch. So let's talk about our cash envelopes. Okay, we'll start with groceries. Now, groceries gets $500. 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, 4, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 5. Okay, now gas is our problem child these days. I had a few people message and ask what is up with gas. Why is this so expensive? We live in the North State in California. Our gas is usually one of the higher gases across the country. And we have older vehicles, not exactly the most fuel efficient. And my husband has had to do more driving out to take a look at job sites and whatnot. So this is costing us definitely more money than we would like. I'm just hoping it doesn't go any higher than this. Oh, and gas prices went up like another 22 cents last week. I don't know why. Summer, I guess they're going to turn to the summer blend or something. I hate this category. I hate it with a passion. It's $600. 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95, and 6. I always put a few smaller bills in here. That way I don't always have to break a larger bill. If I don't have to, I can always run in and do 65 versus 80. Sometimes that helps. All right, health, we have $100, 20, 40, 60, 81. This is, Q-tips and toilet paper and, that kind of stuff. Health, pet needs, 15. I'm making a lot of noise, aren't I today? All right, miscellaneous, aka gas number 2. This is what I end up pulling from if we are short. So miscellaneous slash gas, that is 50, 20, 40, and 50. And eating out our lone $20 bill. I really could just call it this Slurpee fund at this point. All right, and these are the cash categories we use all month long. All right, let's move on to paying actual bills. All right, now let's work on the house binder. This binder, I love this binder. It's so pretty. I mean, if we're gonna be, spending money, at least let it be pretty, right? All right, this binder is most things regarding the house, okay, where we live. So our portion of the house of the property is $400. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, electric for us, if you're new, when we downsized to move into the bungalow to help my parents, with health issues and whatnot on the property, we still had one child at home, and unfortunately there was no extra bedroom for her, so we bought a travel trailer, and that's what we call the tiny house, and that's where she stays right now the majority of the time. And that thing pulls electricity like you wouldn't believe. It's an electric, hog, that little thing. So right now our electric portion is $400. So 1, 2, 3. And then just in case, I do the last 120s because you never know when we might get a break, right? Life's bound to give us a break at some point. 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 4. Okay, that's electric. Okay, the insurance policy, this one is our property, the contents of the house, and then our car insurance. It's in one policy. So this is $240. Okay. 1, 2, 20, and 40. Okay, WLC, my parents, their side of the property has the well. So we pay to use the water, to do laundry over there, and our rotund 4-legged child, doggy cookies. She eats her fair share. So we put into the doggy cookie fund over there as well. And so that's 60, 20, 40, and 60. Okay. Garbage, that is a monthly service. So we pay for that. And that is 20. Propane, this we're doing $100 a month, but it looks like the rate and the lock-in rate, and I think even the tank rental went up. So we may have to bump this to like maybe 120, 140, but after we do a wash to find out, how we wash out with the whole year, we're coming up on that. And we probably won't have to fill propane again until fall. And if that's the case, I think we'll be okay. But if we have to fill earlier than that, I think that's going to be a problem. So we'll have to see how that goes. The repairs, this is the one that we dropped down. So this is now 50, was 100. And as soon as we can get that 5K loan paid off, this will go back because I am terrified something's going to go wrong. It always does with us, so we need to make sure. All right, so we did the house binder. This was $1,270. Now let me grab the bill folder. I should have called this a binder, not a folder. It's dating me back to, way back. All right, this is really our bills. This one, again, you gotta have something pretty if you're gonna spend money, right? All right, these are basically our bills, our general bills. All right, life insurance for the girls, that's $20. Okay, cable, this is the one where I called and they're giving us a little discount, which, I appreciate. Here we go. 1, 2, 50, 70, and 5. Okay, sell, that is 90. They really couldn't do anything for that, so, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I called, and you never know what you're going to hear, right? The worst that happens if you call one of your carriers, whether it be your cell phone, you know, your credit card company asking for a rate reduction, they can only tell you no. But unless you ask, you just never know. So for me, call. I mean, I try to call at least every 6 months to find out if there's anything better they can do, a better deal, some form of special, you know, something, because you just never know. So call. You never know. Okay, that's 50, 70, and 90. Okay, streaming media. This one is now 15. 10 and 15. Okay, DMV, 85. There's absolutely nothing I can do here. I mean, this is going to be what it's going to be. The state of California is going to charge you, period. End of story. They don't care about your life. All right, 50, 70, 80, and 5. Okay, auto maintenance. This is the one that we have decided to drop a little. We can't drop this one much, but, you know, we're going to do what we can here to weather the storm here these 4 months. Okay, 50, 70, and 80. Because auto maintenance is key. If you take care of your vehicles, you can have them a really long time, in theory. All right, the trailer, we're going to make this 40. And that one, believe me, as soon as we're done, it's going to go back up to 50. I'd really like to put a little more in that. This thing just, 20 and 40. It is truly a money pit. In fact, I want to rename it the money pit. That would be more accurate. All right, the 5K loan, this is the one we have 4 more months on. But as soon as we're done with it, it will basically take over the car payment. So then we won't be quite so strapped. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 20. And this was the bridge loan between our other house and this one while we were moving. Okay, and because this is brand new, I don't even have car payments set up yet. So we're just going to put it in here until I can make one of my little placeholders here. So car loan is $230. So next month I will have that taken care of. This was certainly nothing we planned on for sure. 1, 2, 20, and 30. So 230. It was really the farthest thing on my mind for May. And then, well, hey, guess what? There it was. There again, you have to kind of adjust, rethink, and just go with the punches. That's all you can do. All right, these were our actual bills. This was $1,255. Now, let me grab the sinking funds, and let's get these stuffed. All right, and now with the sinking funds, these are basically your little savings accounts that you're doing for, you know, things that you know are coming up. Taxes, you know, whether you're replacing, I don't know, siding, I mean, whatever is going on in your life that you know you need to be spending money on eventually. That's what I, you know, put in my sinking funds. For us, we're pretty standard with Christmas and the birthdays, Father's Day, you know, that kind of thing. Because really that adds up quickly. If all of a sudden you've got like 2 birthdays in a month, and you can see from our budget, I don't have a lot of wiggle room right now. So these really have been saving grace for us. Absolutely. All right, the first one we're going to start with is Christmas, and that is $240. Okay, 1, 2, 20, and 40. And before, you know, we started this kind of budgeting, we'd do the same thing. We would charge Christmas, and then I would spend, you know, the next 6, 8 months trying to pay it off. And then it's time for Christmas again. And then I mean, it was an ugly, ugly cycle. So really think about sinking funds and how that could alleviate stress from your life. All All right, now birthdays, we had 4, now we have 5. So I have $50 budgeted, but everybody has their own envelope. So I'm going to do 5 tens. All right, we'll start with our youngest. And then we're going to move on to the son-in-law. Our oldest. I could lump these all together, but I really, really enjoy, you know, having everybody have their own, kind of their little personality in their own folder. Okay, my parents, they are combined. We just had theirs, in fact. And ours are combined as well. I have no idea what we're going to do, if anything. All right, the next 2 categories would be the anniversaries we celebrate. We've got my parents and we have ours. And they each get a 10. And, you know, if you were with us last month, I talked a little bit about that really snarky comment I had about, you know, saving and, you know, whether or not that was adequate for somebody's birthday and whatnot. You know, you just do what works for you. If $1 a month works for you, if $10 a month works for you, if $100 a month works for you. But you know what? The whole key is to saving, is to get in that habit of saving something, right? Because once you have that habit, you tend to stick to it, you know? So really, really give this a real good thought about what you can alleviate your stress and break up during the year so it's not so hard on your budget. Mother's and Father's Day, I get off my soapbox, sorry. Okay, Mother's and Father's Day are both $10 each. This is still my favorite. I love that one so much. Okay, our subscriptions. This would be like our AAA for towing, which really we have utilized, let me tell you. And, you know, our Norton, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, that's 40. And then our emergency. Now, I probably could have done a little something here. I don't trust that we have nothing in this envelope. We have got to save for emergency because things happen to us all the time. Murphy's Law, I think, really was written for us, and that's $100. And unfortunately, we do utilize this. We have utilized it on numerous occasions. So these are our sinking funds that we do every single month, and it helps so tremendously, especially for us the holidays where I'm no longer charging and then trying to pay. You know, and then you're paying interest and just, it's an ugly cycle. All right, let me go ahead and grab the 52-week challenge because that will take up the rest of our cash and then we're almost done. Okay, I grabbed my 52-week challenge. This one, we will be saving $1,400 when we're all said and done. I have my little box here I got from Etsy. So I have pulled 23, 24, 25, and 26. Can't believe look how far we are. I mean, we're almost halfway. That's kind of scary, right? Or, well, we will be halfway. We are in June. Okay, for week 23, it is a 20. So we will fill this. Okay, week 24 is 40. 20 and 40. And it was so funny when we did the unstuffing with these little envelopes. Everything was so tightly folded. You know, I probably should think of another way to do it because we spent a little time on folding. Okay, week 25 is a 20. This is a pretty paper. I love that. Okay. And week 26 is 30. 20 and 30. And that takes care of our actual cash. And then we can do our savings challenges with the money that we saved from May. Boy, that was a really good one. Okay, and then we go ahead and obviously I've grabbed the wrong green. Oh well, we're going to go with it. It's too late now. All right, look at that. We are flying through this year. All right, let's go ahead and let's stuff our cash into the savings challenges and we'll be done. Okay, I pulled my little savings challenges from our binder. Okay, let's do the rolling the dice. If we finish all this, it'll be $108. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And of course, this is the money that we had left over from May from our cash envelopes. So I have 7, and I know I don't, a lot of times I don't get a 1s. So I think I'm going to do the 6 and then a 1 because I think that will cover putting these in the envelopes here. Getting the 6 covered. And then I just slide them in here and then put it back in the binder. But I will spare you. We're doing that. Okay, and then we have the 10s. So I have my $10 100 savings little challenge. And I had 3 10s. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to finish this. And then this will go at the back of the binder, and then we will work on one of our others, probably that bingo blackout once we finish. So I'm excited. So these will go in here, and then we will have $100 saved with this one. Okay, this is another $100 one. This is for 5s. I had 1 5, so we're only going to do the 1. Now this one, let's do this one first. The 20s, because we're kind of going up to the 100. All right, this was the $300 savings challenge, and I had 1 space left. And I had 120, so we'll get to finish this one too. Sometimes if you make smaller challenges, it's a little easier to see, you know, where you're going, where it's headed, and it kind of gives you encouragement to keep saving. So we finished a couple today. That's great. All right, now this one. All right, this is our 500. I can't even talk today. The 500 savings challenge. Good grief. It's been a long day already. All right, so we have the $100, so we're going to mark that off. And then I had that 110 left, so we're going to mark a 10 off. And then we had 20s, but I did have 100. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we will mark a second 100 off. And then I have 120 left. So then I'll mark a 20 off. So we will have done some good damage on this one. So let's start with that 100. Let's get it filled in. And then we have the 10. So let's mark this one over here. Okay, and then we had the other 100. So let's do this one. So if we finish this one, we'll end up working on that bingo blackout that I made a while back. It's really basic. And then we had this 20. Let's do this one. All right, so we're making some great progress on this one too. So that took care of all of our cash. Again, we're going to push off that 100 envelope challenge because I really don't have it in the budget right now. I'm still listing things on Facebook Marketplace, and we've made a few little sales here and there, but nothing too much. I mean, it's getting to be summertime. Lots of people are out and about right now, and that's okay too. Okay, that was the good, the bad, and the ugly for May. Let's hope for a better June. I wish everybody happy budgeting. And remember, don't beat yourself up over it. I mean, like, we started the no spend challenge and that quickly went out the window. Am I going to try it for June? I think I'm going to just give us some grace that, that $20 in our eating out folder, I'm probably going to use that, for slushies and maybe nachos or whatever. And I'm not going to beat us up over it. I'm just not. We're going to do what we're going to do. We're all going to come out ahead. We're going to work really hard trying. So that's all we can do, right? All right, gang, you have a wonderful and safe June. Have a happy Father's Day if I don't pop in before then. And everybody, be safe. We will talk to you soon.